like, share, subscribe. So I've been checking out this situation with Birdman's brother Terrence Gangsta Williams and Lil Boosie Badass. So this video right here is in response to a video that Lil Boosie did with Vlad TV. I thought it was kind of interesting, being that I don't really know a lot about Gangsta Williams, but looking at his video, man, it kind of takes you in, you know? His stories and what he talk about kind of keeps you interested. So I thought this would be interesting for the subscribers. Check it out. Hope you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace.
Got to get it. Lil Boosie, thank you. Man, I'm at work when I got this word. I had to respond to this, man. I appreciate this one, baby. I really appreciate this one. Let's get down to the business at hand, my brother. You stated you X'd me out of your legend book. Let me just say this. I can hear it in your voice that you sound like a scorned fan. Always remember this. You can hide history, but you cannot erase history. So whether I'm in your book or not, it is what it is, bro, for a street side. Now, I also want to remind you that your book don't count to me. That's nothing to me. But at the end of the day, I go by the book of Allah, the Quran, Surah 101, Ayah 1 through 11. That's Surah Al-Qadiyah. Then you got Surah 66, Ayah 8. That's what I go by when I deal with the books. You said you had respect for me. No, you said you had respect for me due to what you heard in the streets. But it sounded like a contradiction to me with you, because you would say on one hand you had respect for me with all the stories you heard in the streets. That's why you had the respect for me. However, you lost respect for me because of the rumors of what you're hearing now. So which is it? It's like you picking how you want to feel. And I understand it. You have a right to do that. Now, you say you could take the name Gangsta off. I could take the Gangsta off. Who are you to tell me what I can do? Bro, you from Baton Rouge, an hour from me. You not even much qualified to speak on me, man. Stay in your lane. Stay in the rap lane, matter of fact. You not even much a street dude. The dudes that you speak on in Angola, my homies that love me still to this day, always remember this, bro. Whenever somebody say they love you, if they truly love you from day one, no matter what you do or what you go through, they're going to still love you regardless. The same homies you speaking on Angola that you say stand on my name and respect me, that's the same homies when you went to Angola behind Katrina, behind the storm, because they sent y'all out of the county jail. When you went there, those are the same homies that I reached out to make sure you was okay. And you know what they came back and say? Oh, he good, he ain't protected custody. So when you get on Vlad and you be telling all these old wild, goofy stories about you was in Angola, man, you was in protected custody, man. You only made to Angola because of the storm. They had to move you all somewhere. So keep that in mind, bro. You know, I notice things. I just sit back and watch. But I couldn't pass this opportunity up. You on the big stage right now. And boy, you got to get me another check. Boy, you rappers coming out the woodwork. I appreciate this one here. Now, let's address, you said I want to be like the guy at Keefer D. First of all, it is what it is with my situation. I don't have a pool appointed you and nobody else. I don't ask nobody for nothing. I don't call to kiss nobody, but I'm not trying to be friends with nobody. You know, the person like me or not. You know, I don't want nobody to pick sides and how you saying this one over there, this one over there. Bro, people gonna believe what they want to believe. I am free. You also made a statement. Some gonna make it out and some not. Bro, listen to what you say sometimes, because sometimes we speak out of ignorance. Some gonna make it out and some not. Boosie, I made it out. I was one of the ones that made it out. You also bring up the homie BG. And this is with respect to BG. You can't compare the two of us. I was charged with an 848 continuing criminal enterprise, solicitation to commit murder, and was sentenced to life for 2 murders I was never indicted or charged with. So that crap you talking about, BG not talking, BG this and that, BG was charged. BG had a gun case and was given 14 years, was given a release date from the door. I was never given a fighting chance. They didn't even let me go to trial. They just gave me life for 2 murders I was never indicted for. Now, You mentioned religion, because I know a lot of you all like to mention religion with street stuff. You say get in there and pray. Bro, I prayed for 23 years, 10 months. When God answered that prayer, it was the cut of a law to have me released. Because you got to keep in mind is this. Had I not took the road I took to get out of prison and died in prison, and when I meet my Lord on the day of judgment, on Yama Kiyama, and say, Ya Allah, I prayed and asked you to release me, and you never released me. Only thing I can think of, what the Lord gonna tell me, or may tell me, because Allah knows best what He's gonna say, is, guess what? I gave you opportunity to get out. You let it pass you up. God give us the intellect to think, you know? And common sense is free. All you gotta do is use it sometimes, Boosie. But like I said, I understand, that, you heard about these wild gangster stories and you took it and ran with it and you believe that, but yet you won't believe all the other stuff. This stuff is just wild, it's crazy. But I get it, people gonna believe what they want to believe. People gonna say, they believe this and all that's fine. But at the end of the day, I don't know you. Man, you never had a conversation. All thing you sent word when you first got locked up, tell gangsters what's up, you were trying to send me your book. But other than that, bro, I don't know you. You never sent me a Diamond Chinese money when you went home. So all that real legend book and all that, the dudes in your legend book, do you look out for them? Do you take care of them? The guy that took the choice for you, you ain't must help this man get a lawyer. But you get on Vlad and speak like you got so much morals and principle, but yet you wild out and do goofy stuff yourself, But like I say, I really appreciate this. Thank you very much for this. It's another check for me, bro. I really appreciate it because I'm monetized now. So as long as I make sure that I keep the right content respectfully, give it to the people, a check, baby. And I can honestly hear it in your voice. Now, if you acting, but then again, you do movies, so you may be a good actor, because the way you was on Vlad, how you with the raising a high-pitched voice to come on down with it. I don't know if it's the drugs that had you all discombobulated like that, but at the end of the day, man, you sound like you scorn, like like I really did hurt you, like I was really your street hero that disappointed you. But Boosie, I tell you what. You and all the people who are against how I got out or mad that I got out, whatever the case may be, you go do that time. I don't want to do it. I can't do it. I'm out here on these streets now. I'm enjoying life. I don't live a gangster life no more. I know how that feel to live that. Now I have a job. I pay taxes. I'm out the way. But I will say this. For all the big guys who got big followers, when you say something about me, I'm not going to pass up the opportunity to entertain you because it's a check for me. Now, all those who have less followers than I have, when you shoot at me, you can miss me with it because I would not respond. I repeat, for those who have big following, if you feel you want to say something about Terrence Gangsta Williams, I will respond accordingly. It depends on I'm not busy. However, those who don't have more followers than I have, I will not respond to you because I can't get nothing out of that. I'm only helping you. In this case, Boosie said, look, listen, y'all, go and look at the ratings, the views that this man have. This man just had like 300,000 views talking about Terrence Gangsta Williams, how he is hurt, how hurt his heart. And it ain't been a whole day. If I ain't a hot boy, then what do you call that? But I would say this. My business is my business. If I choose to go to the world and tell the world, hey, this is what it is, blah, blah, that's what it is. But at the end of the day, I don't ask nobody for nothing. I don't beg nobody for nothing. I take care of myself. I pay my own bills. I'm in my lane, bro. I'm out here just trying to reach out to the at-risk youth and give it to them now because, like I say, I know how I feel to be in that gangster life. I know how I feel to be in prison. I don't want that. I don't ever want to go back to prison. This is what I chose to do. This is why I chose to go. But now, I want to address the gangster part. I keep the gangster on there because a lot of youth know me as Terrence Gangsta Williams or know me as Gangsta. So when they hear that name Gangsta, they, oh, okay, yeah, I heard about him from the Cash Money Store, like you say, the rappers and things of that nature. Now, once I grab their attention, then I could give them, hey, this is not the road you want to go down. You don't want to play this game. So that's why I keep that gangster attached to me. It's not for the glorify or be boastful that, yo, I'm a gangster street life. My work spoke for itself. But you know, you got a lot of people that say all that work is dead. But I would say this. I'm gonna give this to my people that I love and that love me. Because when you made a statement about me wanting to be like Keefe D, go back and listen to BG's song when him and Hot Beats was dissing me in 2011. They got a video they made and they got the paperwork where he say, man, he telling on the dead. They been had that paperwork, bro. You late. And like I said, cause you from Baton Rouge, you an hour from it. You don't know what's going on. You know? So that's why at the end of the day, you man, stay in your lane, mind your business. You know, but at the end of the day, the man did ask you, and I could tell that was sitting on your heart and you got a chance to vent. But man, listen, you're doing a lot of good things, you know, with the movies and things of that nature, man. Stick to that, bro. You know, I ain't in the game. I'm not in the street no more. I done gave that stuff up, bro. I done gave it up. So whoever disappointed or mad with me, it is what it is. Allah allowed me to be free. And for those who are religious people, you gotta be mad with God. This was God plan. God is the best of planners. Now I gotta get back to work. This work called for me. I got to work, bro. I'm a working man now. I'm out, man. Peace.